Hello, it's Faye, and I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I have got my new cards that Doreen Virtue had brought out, and I've never used them yet. It's the Loving Words from Jesus, and I thought I would mix them with my angel cards. I've got the messages from your angels, a very, very old deck that I bought many, many years ago. These are just little inspirational cards that are from the Gospels, like, you know, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. And what I'll do is I'll read the messages from the angels, and there's a card, a Jesus card, with just a small little message from whatever Gospel book that it came from. So I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to work from left to right, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Again, you can pick as many as you like. I certainly don't see there would be a problem coming to this reading whenever you feel that you need a message from your angels. So let's get started. You can just pause your video and just see where you feel drawn to. I'm going to start with number 1. And over in number 1 we've got Daniel and we've got Vanessa. And Daniel is a card that actually helps with relationships. I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. And it can be at the moment you could be having some problems within your relationship. Those that picked number 1. When I say marriage, it can be any relationship that you feel. Not everybody nowadays. Remember when these were written, you know, they could be always representation of people who were married. But married can be just that somebody that you feel a close connection with. You can be living with them. You could be, you know, living like a married couple. So don't get too hung up in the word marriage, okay? And it's saying to you that right now it's going to assist you in an area where maybe this particular relationship is needing some help. And you can always sometimes be taking your idea of relationships can be taken from when you were a child. So say maybe you were in your mum and your own parents, say, has maybe moulded how you reflect what a relationship should look like, and it can actually maybe be hindering the situation a bit. And that's what Daniel's about. He's going to help you to kind of get the strength to move on with your relationship and your partner, and try and heal whatever wounds that have been made by your past, if you like. Maybe you came from quite God, I hate saying this, but maybe a dysfunctional family, whatever that means to you. And it's, you know, it still keeps cropping up to this day in your life. And I think like that's something that you need to maybe try and heal. When I see Daniel, I think it is. We're all moulded in some way by our parents, whether we like it or not. And it's a time to maybe do some kind of inner child work. Do a purge of what it is that's still holding you back. You could be in a relationship where you're not quite, or your partner is maybe not giving their whole self to the relationship purely through their upbringing, through the past. We have Vanessa. To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? Which way takes me away from it? So, even though this is about your relationship, you could also be in a situation at the moment where you feel that you've came to a kind of stalemate. You don't quite know which way to go. And sometimes we've got to maybe make a move in a particular direction that we're not comfortable with. And I think this particular card, your Vanessa, the angel, is here to get you to question, what is your divine purpose? I think you've been asking this yourself, number 1. I think you've been asking, you know, you maybe did certain jobs or had a certain outlook on life, but still asking the question, why am I here? And this card is telling you that you maybe have to look at some things that are quite painful to move you along into a path that you're supposed to be on. So if you feel sometimes you're going in a particular direction that is taking you off where you should be, you will get signs. There'll be signs there that is telling you something's really painful. But sometimes when you get a painful situation, it is to bring something up in you. Sometimes squashing down feelings or situation just fester. So I think this is coming to a time where certain things are coming up for you. Maybe in your thought pattern, maybe, you know, you could be getting angry about things, you don't quite know why, and it's actually trying to purge you of something that is lurking beneath. There's something lurking beneath in your subconscious mind that you need to try and get sorted. And it's almost like doing inner child work. If you don't know what that means, Google it. It's really taking yourself back to who you are to heal. Things that have happened in the past that you think you've maybe managed to overcome, but they're still there. And your card, your little, we'll take out my glasses for this, commitment. These are lovely little cards. Had these for a long time. These are my Diane Cooper Angels of Light, and they're just little affirmation cards, okay? And the commitment card says, Angel wisdom reminds you that when you aim for a vision without doubt or deviation, it must succeed. Your guidance is to persevere towards your vision. Let every thought, word and action be directed towards your desired outcome. Nothing is more powerful than focused energy, and the angels will see the pure light of your commitment, whether it is to a relationship, a piece of work, a journey, or anything else in your life. Remember to ask them for help, and know when you dedicate your intention to the highest good, you will be supported. I am committed to my vision. So I think you should be being committed to healing at the moment, number one. Your card, your Jesus card, is the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name. He shall teach you all things. And that is from the Gospel of John 14:26. That is for number one. Those that pick number two, we have Archangel Uriel and Maya. Now, Archangel Uriel, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to a greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. I think that what's happening at the moment, everybody is starting to, there's like a grand awakening. There's like everybody is having this spiritual awakening. We're all becoming aware of the deceptions. And I think this is what is happening for people, number two, getting, you know, maybe things that have happened to you in the past have been getting festering and making you angry, and you're starting to actually heal from this. You may be still working through quite a lot of it, but you are getting the strength from Archangel Uriel to get over, not get over, but to have a realization of what has happened to in the past, that you can overcome this. You will be given the strength to forgive in your heart and your mind, because I always feel that when you do still feel angry and start getting almost quite depressed about certain situations in your life, it is like wanting to hurt the other person. You know, you take poison expecting the other person to die. I use that analogy quite a lot because that's what it's like. It only festers within you. So to learn to move on from something isn't easy. I accept that, but for your own your own sanity, if you like. You have to. You're getting protection and you're getting help to do this at the moment, number 2. Maya, schooling, study and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. You could be at a stage in your life. I mean, if you're maybe an older person like me, it doesn't always mean about going back to school or going to university. We get educated all the time, whether it is just learning about what is happening in the world around you. You will be guided to things, could be on YouTube, could be in material to read. There's a guidance happening at the moment, number 2, that you will be getting enlightenment. And you'll almost like, oh, how did that come about? Or why am I getting sent this by YouTube or whatever? And it's like almost you're being guided specifically to learn a new subject or what is happening around about you. Could be about politics. The wisdom card, I mean, seriously, you couldn't make this up. I literally just shuffle these, put them out, and I don't look at what is paired, because that would, to me, that would it would fog what I would make in my own mind of what these cards mean. But wisdom, knowledge is learnt, but wisdom is a divine prompting within you. Your angel guidance is to connect to your still quiet centre and listen to the wisdom of your soul. Then you will make decisions and act from your own infinite self. With wisdom, life takes on a new perspective as dramas and fears become insignificant in comparison with the magnificence of the overall picture. Walk with path in life as one of the wise ones, and all will revere and respect you. Your affirmation, number 2, is I listen to my wisdom. So your wisdom being that inner smart little voice that you get, that we all question sometimes. Your card from your Jesus card it's from Matthew 9:29. According to your faith, be it unto you. That is for number 2. For number 3, those that pick number 3, we have Archangel Michael. I love getting the Michael card. And Astra. Always read the Archangel cards first. Michael, I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work in your divine life purpose. When I get this card, I always feel that, Michael is the one who is going to guide you in such a way that either you will get a message out there, whatever it might be, that helps humanity. You could be doing, I don't know, you could be educating someone on something, teaching something. It doesn't even have to be about a spiritual matter, but you could just be giving your own self to other people. And I think that's what your divine life purpose is. And Archangel Michael is here to, give you the courage. You may be too frightened to actually maybe give up something. Maybe you're doing a job at the moment that pays your bills, and you're frightened to say, well, I'm too frightened to make a move and do X, Y and Z. Well, Michael is telling you, if you feel within yourself that this is your divine path, then you should do it. Because Michael is there to bolster you up. This card is telling you it's time to make that change. The card with this is Astara. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. And these two cards to me just go hand in hand. If you're in a job that you are just doing it because it pays the bills, you're not reaching your full potential. You've got to do something that stirs your soul, if you like. You actually feel, I need to do this. And if it means maybe doing something on a part-time basis while you get your whatever it is you want to do up and running, that's what you have to do. And you are getting backed. There is backing there for you. You'll find that maybe certain things will come into your vicinity, like books or talks or lectures. Something will, whatever it is that you want to do, you'll start to feel synchronicities. I don't even believe in synchronicity. I believe things happen when they're supposed to happen. Things follow in when they are meant to. And this is the time for those that pick number 3. This is your time to reach for the stars. Your affirmation card is self-worth. Self-worth bestows a sense of confidence, expectation of success and ability to love. Decide on clear boundaries and limits and firmly decline to let others step over them or manipulate you. You will earn respect. When you value yourself, you become open and friendly, slow to take offence and quick to forgive. Remind yourself that you are likeable and lovable. Do not let others press your buttons. Stand tall and confident. With true self-worth, you radiate a golden aura which enfolds others and makes them feel good too. Ask your angel to step into your aura and guide you. Your affirmation number 3 is, I am confident and worthwhile. What a fabulous card. Talking about it talks about taking offence and how, I mean, honestly, you can't put a tweet up now but everybody takes offence, and I think this is what this is. It's getting back to being strong people. It's getting back to having a strong, knowing people that take offence constantly have no self-worth. If you know that you're a good, decent human being, you don't take. Why would you take offence at people saying things? Because you know better. People should, they can think whatever they like. You know who you are, and that's what this is all about. Getting back to know thyself. Your card, your Jesus card here is from the book of John, and it is 14:27, the Gospel of John, 14:27. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. So there you go. This is your Jesus card. Don't be afraid, and basically, don't live in fear. That is for number 3. For those that picked number 4, we have Grace and Antoinette and Indriel. Now, the Grace card is always about, right, to heal the situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. You may have had a huge fallout with someone close. Could be a family member, could be a good friend, could be your own husband or your child. But it's two angels here, a red-haired angel and a wee blonde angel. But it can be with anyone, and it's trying to let you stand back and see the situation from the other person's point of view. Now, I always feel when there's an argument, a fight, something that people just don't agree on, there's her version, and there's what actually happened. And always remember that. Just because you don't see you think that you're right, you see the situation, the other person doesn't see it that way. So there is your version, their version, and what actually happened. And this is what this card is telling you, is to, especially if it's a family member, sometimes you just have to bite the bullet. And even if they are wrong, even if they're totally wrong, in their mind, you're maybe never going to convince them of anything different. And sometimes you just have to agree to disagree. Indriel is, you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. And I really think that people who come to angel card readings are earth angels. You're in touch with your own inner light. And you'd find that people who like all these kind of things tend to be counsellors, people who like to maybe work in some kind of welfare, social work, or something to do with charity work or whatever. And I think this is what you may be drawn to do, and maybe do it without even thinking. It's almost like maybe people will come to you with their problems. You can even maybe you don't even do it as a job. It's just something that people are drawn to you to do. I've always had this, you know, I've always been, even though for many years I was a counsellor, I always felt that I was the type of person that everybody would come to with whatever it is they had to discuss, whatever problems. And I think people who have picked number 4, that either this is already happening to you or it's going to start to be. People are going to start coming and looking for your advice, or just you've got a caring nature, you've got a kind of way with you that people are just drawn to you. And it's telling you this is why this is. You've been put here on this planet to do that, to share your guidance. The other card that we have, we've had that one, is forgiveness. Now this goes hand in hand, I think, with Grace and Antoinette, I'm afraid. Angel wisdom reminds you that challenging people and situations are sent to you as your most important teachers. Without them, your soul would not grow. Your guidance is to let go of the hurt, resentment and anger of the past. When you forgive others and yourself, your karma is rubbed out of your soul records. You will enjoy love in your heart and lightness of spirit. Ask the angels to help you resolve your hurt, anger and guilt. They will take your burdens from you. When you love unconditionally, there is nothing to forgive. Love is forgiving, so open your heart and give love. Your affirmation is, I forgive myself and others. I am free. And that can be a lot of things as well, that maybe you don't forgive yourself for something that's happened in the past, and we almost subconsciously sabotage ourselves all the time, and it's time to let that go. Number 4. Your Jesus card is, unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God. And that is from Mark 4:11. That wordings are just beautiful. Well, I hope you've enjoyed these little cards. As I said, I've never used the Jesus cards before, but I think they just, at this time, the planet is needing everybody to kind of pull together and promote love, and that's what Jesus did. Jesus was a promoter of love. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope I let you all come and join me again in my little readings. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Please share my videos, because I really love to get as many people as I can. Let me know what you think of the Jesus cards, if you've already had them or you've used them, or just anything. I just love to hear from you, and I do try and get back to everybody. So hope to speak to everyone later in the month of November, and speak to you all soon. Bye bye.